Okay, this week's free stock pick, GMXR. I know we sent out one earlier this week, DCTH, but the video didn't work. So let's hope this video works. GMXR, a little bit different type of play for me, simply because it barely meets my maybe even below my average volume parameters. But it had a big volume spike a few days ago. I like to see them average at least 1 million a day, but you can hover over some of these days and see that it's a little bit lighter. But sometimes these can move better too. So nice breakout of this long base here. Had a pop back here, broke above that on huge volume a couple days ago. Now here's what this looks a little extended from something I would normally call, but what's interesting, usually you get this breakout on these lower volume. If they're not going to work, they'll roll back over, as you can see here, broke out and right back down. And then I go to the intraday, and a very nice strong close today. These are 15-minute candles for probably 5 days. So there's the pop. There's the second day. Tried to roll it over to this morning and didn't do it, and so it's back up. So the way I'm going to play this, you have 2 candles here. This is just strictly a momentum play. All right. In other words, if it can break today's high, today being Thursday, 544. Let me double check that. Well, it's showing the high at 543.6. I don't know how that happened, so we'll round up to 544. So I'll call it 545 as our trigger if it breaks today's high, and knowing that 549 would be a break of the 2-day pop there. So over 549, this could just get another leg. Now again, typically you'd like to see this having consolidated or pulled back first, but sometimes if it just goes sideways for a day, and I like the close today, I could get another leg up. And even if this makes it to 6, where it had support back here, becomes resistance, even if this makes it to 6, from the 540s to 6 is a nice percentage gain. So you could get a continuation move. So that's what I'm looking for on GMXR. So again, the catalysts here, I'll be a buyer at 545 and 549. Could even be like a free ad, but basically anything over 549 is definitely a chance that this could have a kind of a second leg higher here. I like the fact that it hasn't rolled over. So all right, I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll follow up I guess Friday night with whether or not, maybe Saturday, might not get the video up Friday night. We'll follow up Saturday with whether or not we traded this, because remember, it still depends on intraday action as to whether or not we'll take a trade. So if it gaps down to 5, I'm not going to buy it at 545, okay, or 549. If it gaps up to 6, we'll have to find another way to try to trade it. So this is always, as we say in every one of our videos, assuming a fairly normal open around where it closed. Okay, so if it opens anywhere around 540, I'll be a buyer at 549 for sure, and maybe even nibble at 545, a break of today's high. So just looking for a continuation move. Always use tight stops and only trade with money you can afford to lose. So I won't, because this is a little bit lighter volume, I won't be taking this huge or anything, but if it does trigger, we'll give this one a shot. All right, have a good night. We'll talk to you later.